What's up, YouTube? It's your boy G Money, and I'm my brother's keeper. Yes, I am. And this is another episode of Sidewalk Talk. Today, I wanted to talk about the day we almost let something petty get us killed. It was a nice summer day. Um, me, my cousin, and two of my other friends was riding around in my SUV, and we was bored, so we was just riding to town, looking at something to get into. And we ended up in a different area, different neighborhood that we normally don't be around. We for some reason, like I said, we was bored, so we was just driving around looking for anywhere to go to get into something. And so we ended up in a different neighborhood, and um, one of my friends wanted to stop at the store to get something to drink. So we pulls over to a store, not in our neighborhood. My cousin and one of my friends go into the store. I was in the car, and one of my other friends was in the car, stayed in the car. So, while they was in the store, I don't know what all pursued in the store. I wasn't in there. But I guess when my cousin and my friend got to the counter, they must have been joking around, saying something like something is free, or that y'all should give us something for free or something. And there was a group of guys in the store from that neighborhood or whatever. And I guess they heard my cousin and my friend talking at the counter. And somebody from the group said, ain't nothing free around here. And I don't know if my cousin didn't hear it at the time in the store or whatever, but my friend heard it, but he didn't say nothing. And so when my cousin and my friend got back into the car, that's when my friend decided to say something. He's like, oh, he told my cousin, he said, did you hear what they said when we was in the store? And my cousin was like, nah, what you talking about? And my friend's like, yeah, we was talking about getting us something for free. One of the dudes was like, ain't nothing free around here. And so, my cousin was a little bit of a hothead. He really was quick to, somebody say something or whatever out of line, he ready to get it popping or whatever. So when them boys was coming out the store, and mind you, we was outnumbered. It was, let me see, one, two, it was four of us. And it had to have been about eight of them. So, they came out the store, and my cousin or something would say, what was going on? What y'all say in the store? And, so it was some back and forth going on. Excuse me. There's some back and forth going on. So, where they was walking at was a one way. Where the street they was walking down was a one way. So they told us, if we got a problem, come around the corner and meet them on the other block. So that's what I did. Like a dummy. I pulls around, comes around the block, and as I'm approaching the stop sign to the corner, they was meeting us right there. They was right there. They was about probably like 4 feet away from the corner of the stop sign. And I didn't even get the chance to put the brakes on all the way before I just heard boom, 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 boom. I mean, it sounded like dude was shooting a cannon, and bullets was flying through the door, bullets was flying through the window. My cousin was in the front passenger and I was in the driver. So what I ducked my head. But when I ducked my head, I actually ducked my head closer to the bullet because the bullet had went through the window and then it had went through my steering wheel. I thought I got hit in the face by the bullet because a piece of my steering wheel flew off and hit me in my face, hit me in my eye, and I thought I got shot in the face. That's how hard it hit me. So I grabbed my face and put my head down, and luckily my cousin had the sense enough. He put his left foot over on my side, slammed on the gas, and then he grabbed the steering wheel with his left hand and it took us blocks down the street. But dude unloaded on my car. Thank the Lord nobody got hit. You know, we pulled down some blocks. Everybody hopped out the car to check everybody. Everybody hopped out, was checking each other because you know your adrenaline pumping. You could be hit and not even know you hit at the time. So everybody checked each other. You know, nobody was hit. And we heard you know the police sirens come. You know, we heard sirens coming like the police was called or something. And so we got up out of there. But long story short, man, we almost died, almost got killed behind a simple comment. You know, ain't nothing free around here. You know, my friend could have let that comment go. That shit wasn't even worth reacting to. But you know, people with egos be so big and be wanting to prove something that you almost just got people killed behind some stupid ass comment. You know, we wasn't in our neighborhood. We was outnumbered. Leave that shit alone. You know what I'm saying? That shit could have been left alone. There wasn't even no point in letting us know about that. You know what I'm saying? So, especially because, you know, like I said, we wasn't carrying, nobody was carrying in that car. We always was hands and feet when we got into altercations. So it wasn't worth it. So like you know, this just to let y'all young boys out there know, man, everything ain't worth getting into an altercation about, man. Some shit you just gotta let go because you could lose your life over some petty shit, man. And these are some of the pictures that I took, like months or something after the incident happened. But as you can see right there, that was the steering wheel of my car. You know, it blew a whole hole in that joint. That's what flew off and hit me in my face. And I thought I got hit by a bullet, but it was the piece of the steering wheel that came off. And that's the front passenger door. That's the size of the hole that shit went through. And that's the inside of the passenger door. Look at that hole, man. And my cousin was sitting right there. He didn't get hit. I didn't get hit. God is good, man. Them boys was only like maybe 4 yards away from us, man. And he emptied that damn cannon he was shooting. That shit was loud as hell. He was busting that joint. Nobody got hit by the grace of God. You know what I'm saying? Over some stupid ass comment. And that's the bullet right there. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Over what, man? The boys was about to kill us over a stupid ass altercation over a comment in a corner store about nothing. Y'all be safe out there, man. It's not a game. People upping them guns over anything right now. You know what I mean? Your life ain't worth it over no petty shit, man. It's your boy G Money. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. And this is another episode of Sidewalk Talk. Y'all be safe. Y'all keep your head on the pivot. Stay strapped. And God bless y'all.